Jalen Hurts is the reigning Super Bowl MVP. Let that sink in for a moment. The Philadelphia Eagles star quarterback is fresh off one of the most remarkable seasons in recent NFL history, and yet, there are still voices that refuse to recognize him for what he is, an elite quarterback. No matter how much he accomplishes, how many accolades he racks up, or how many records he shatters, Hurts finds himself constantly being underestimated, overlooked, and, quite frankly, disrespected by some of the NFL's biggest analysts. The man has done nothing but win for the Eagles. Over the past 4 seasons, Hurts has been the cornerstone of the Eagles franchise, a model of consistency and excellence. As their starting quarterback, Hurts has compiled a staggering 45-17 record, throwing for 13,606 yards, 79 touchdowns, and rushing for an additional 2,779 yards and 52 rushing touchdowns. But even with those numbers, Hurts' name still seems to get buried in the shadows of other quarterbacks, who frankly haven't accomplished nearly as much. Sims made the claim himself, adding, "No. 10. Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles, the Super Bowl champ, the Super Bowl MVP. Really kind of an incredible year when you really think about it. The ultimate leader, that's the first thing I'll say. He's tough. He's the same guy all the time. He can handle the Philadelphia criticism, good or bad, and seems to take it all in stride. He brings a skill set to offense that makes them almost indefensible with all the talent they have. What he brings to the table puts it over the top to where you're just like, oh my God, what do we defend?" This is high praise, no doubt. Sims himself acknowledges Hurts' immense talent, leadership, and resilience. But at number sib, behind the aforementioned Mayfield, Herbert, and Daniels, it just doesn't add up. Hurts has taken the Eagles to 2 Super Bowls in just 4 years, and yet he's ranked behind quarterbacks who have barely, if ever, even sniffed the postseason. Mayfield, for example, is coming off a lackluster season in Tampa Bay, and Herbert has yet to prove himself as a true playoff contender despite boasting flashy stats. And let's not forget Jaden Daniels, who is still finding his footing in the NFL. The sheer disrespect here is glaring. Hurts' ability to lead a franchise is unrivaled. He's been the driving force behind the Eagles' success, and his unique dual-threat ability has made him a nightmare for opposing defenses. His physicality, intelligence, and composure are qualities that set him apart from many of the quarterbacks ranked above him. And yet, he gets slotted at number 10, with critics either unwilling or unable to recognize his full value. It's worth noting that Hurts isn't just another quarterback surrounded by a star-studded roster. While it's true that the Eagles have invested heavily in talent around him, from offensive weapons like A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith to a rock-solid offensive line, Hurts' individual brilliance has been the key to unlocking it all. His ability to elevate his teammates, make the right decisions under pressure, and lead the team with relentless confidence has turned the Eagles into perennial Super Bowl contenders. He has done all of this while operating in one of the most demanding football environments in the world, where the expectations are sky high and the criticism can be unrelenting. Still, Hurts is often compared to other quarterbacks who may have bigger names or higher stats, but who are not as proven in high-stakes games. Take a look at the AFC quarterbacks like Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen, all incredibly talented in their own right, but none of them have had the same kind of leadership impact that Hurts has demonstrated throughout his young career. Hurts' ability to rise to the occasion, whether it's in the Super Bowl or in a clutch regular season game, is something that can't be quantified by mere statistics. There's no doubt that Jalen Hurts has earned his place among the NFL's elite quarterbacks. The numbers speak for themselves. 45 wins as a starter, an MVP award, and a Super Bowl MVP to top it all off. Yet, Hurts continues to face this stubborn resistance, particularly from pundits like Sims, who refuse to elevate him to the top tier of quarterbacks. But at this point, Hurts is used to it. He's been doubted his entire career, from his days at Alabama to his transition into the NFL, and every time, He's come out on top. Maybe this disrespect will finally fade once Hurts leads the Eagles to another championship, but until then, it's clear that his critics won't be swayed by the facts. Regardless, Hurts will continue to let his game do the talking, and if history is any indicator, that will always be enough.